What's going on, guys? It is Gary G Gaming here, and today I would like to drive out the M4A2E8 Sherman 76mm gun with the wet ammo storage rack, so that doesn't really seem to help me too much. For those of you who do not know, that this is the vehicle from the movie Fury, the main cast, which has Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and three other guys I can't remember the names. But yeah, the movie is actually centered around a Sherman tank named Fury. The World of Tanks did the similar thing when this tank first, when the movie first came out, and it was like, it wasn't this Sherman though. They used an M4A3 E8 instead, which is not the right type, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is the Fury. That's why I like this tank so much, and I believe it's the second 76mm gun Sherman that you get. Although the previous one has a different gun. Yeah, the 76mm M1. I believe the other gun is also an M1, but it doesn't have a muzzle brake and it's got a tapered gun barrel. Also, that version of the Sherman is a cast hull, and I absolutely hate the cast hull Shermans because they just look like shit and they're not as effective. And you know, they agree with me. They're harder to manufacture. They're not as effectively armored because it's cast versus rolled, and just in general, you know, it's just a disadvantage. And aesthetically, it does not look as good as the straight up, just angled plate that these Shermans have. These are quite formidable tanks. I think people tend to underestimate them, because of the stigma against a Sherman. You know, you look at it and you go, well, it's just Tiger fodder, but really these do perform quite well. To me, the fear is not the Tiger. The Tigers are pretty fucking scary. Because the tank in front of me, everyone drives out, and they butt heads with Tigers very, very well. To me, the vehicle you should be fearing is the Panther. Those things are fucking scary. Even though I used to drive Panthers, these things used to knock me out, but consistently, a Sherman tended to not be too much of a problem for me. I don't know what it was. Something to do with the 76mm gun, not really liking angled surfaces. It does not have very good shell normalization against angled plate. Don't really want to move up too much further here because, to be quite frank, there's nothing on this flank that's capable of holding. So let's see what we can get up to. They could be doing the long flank, but I'm pretty certain. Oh, here we go. Please pray you can't traverse this gun. Yep, we can pen that front part. Alright, good. So we just knocked out that guy. Probably look like a real big nub if I just if I watch this back and he's just driving up on me and I had no idea. Alright, so I shot him in the transmission first because I used to drive those and I remember them being quite tough to kill from the front, so I wasn't too sure this gun would be able to cope with it. So I wanted to be safe. Now I know. Alright, well fuck this. You know what? They've held position for too long. Let's see if we can catch them off guard. So, you know, that's just the nature of the beast. Good kill, good kill. So I think the Russian players would be kind of pissed off that they have to fight US tanks because all American tanks get 50 cals, or most of them do. So anyone in something like an ASU would have to be pretty annoyed about that. Same thing with the Japanese and their Sherman, because their Sherman allows them to have a 50 cal, and previously only the US get a machine gun that is capable of killing the M18, and the M18 is on the US side. No one else has a powerful roof-mounted machine gun, with the exception of the Russians, I think, with that other gun they get, the 14.5mm. They get 50 cals as well, but it's just not as consistent. Surprisingly, I've actually handled, not fired, but I've done a bit of handling with a 50 caliber machine gun, the old M2, the modern version with the quick change barrel. It's a pretty fucking heavy gun, not gonna lie. I got to do a field strip of the gun, just disassembling all the components. Usually you take out the barrel first, it's like a locking lug, and then you take out the barrel, and then... shit. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, so it's like a locking lug, and then you can take the barrel out. Once you do that, you it's like a back plate. And let's see if we can get this. No, I can't get it. But there's like a little back plate which you open up, and then you take off the back, like where those two handles are. You take that off, or you first. I can't exactly remember, but it's like you want to remove. So here I am in the SB2C4. I like to take this thing out as my attacker because for some reason the two cannons on this have worked amazing gifts for me. When I've gone in and just, like, I'll attack air targets with this thing and it is fucking glorious. There you go. Aircraft fucking destroyed. See that shit? You don't even notice it. You don't even notice it, but it happens. This thing just sniped shit out of the sky. It's fucking ridiculous. This game seems really content with me fighting in the historical places that this thing would have fought. Korea was one of the places where Shermans were quite prominently used, and it is quite fucking amazing. They, I wouldn't say flawed the shit out of, but they really did fuck up T-34s quite extensively. Just keep your eyes peeled up there. There we go. There we go, target destroyed. So let's see what we get. T-35 identified. Tiger. There we go. What the fuck just did that? And the Nashorn has taken me out. I don't even know where there was a Nashorn. Very camouflaged Nashorn. Good shot. That was a really good shot. I'm gonna go attack you with my cannons. Damn. See what I mean? Like, I barely had to aim. I just know where the cannons are gonna land, and I just squeeze. They die. Thank you guys for watching. I know it wasn't the greatest video that I've made, but I just wanted to tide you guys over. There's a lot of content that I want to put up soon, but for now I'm just sort of playing around with the grind, and I just thought I'd show you that. Also, I've made a Twitter account, so you should totally follow me at GaryG Gaming. I'm going to put a thing down in the description and up on screen now if you want updates on my videos. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Every little bit helps and it will get my videos out there further. And subscribe if you want to come back for more. Cheers, bye.